Yeah, dress like a motherfucking god when I reach the spot. Niggas always tell me that I made it from the empty slot. Change ways, niggas no juice, no fly. Fuck a whack brand, no top.
No prisoners, shoot to kill.
Okay, I'll take it. I gotta give major props to those people who shoot their shot in person. Like, let me tell you guys something. When you shoot your shot in person, you're like doing the ultimate risk, you know? It's like either you get laughed at or you don't. You succeed. You make your swish. Shooting your shot in person is the riskiest thing you can do in life. It's a serious thing. You either go big or go home. You either go home with a yes or you go home with a no. So big props to you. But even more bigger props, like if you ask them in front of their whole friends or anything, you have like the biggest pair of nuts. I would know because this happened back in September. So we're 2 months into school, right? We're 2 months into school. I make new friends and everything. There's this one chick who I find pretty. She knows who she is, and if she ever watches this video, which I doubt, but if she ever does, then oh my god, please forgive me. This chick is pretty nice. She has some humor. She's pretty funny, outgoing kind of. Oh, I don't really know if she was outgoing, but I knew some stuff about her, or like I knew how her personality was ever since I met her. At that time, I didn't really like have any feelings, if you know what I mean. I just seemed like interested into this chick. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. And guys, remember, if you're interested into someone, you don't clearly like them, but you just want to know how they are. There's nothing wrong being interesting into someone who you find very cool. How I'm going to say again, there's nothing wrong with being interested into someone. You don't clearly like them, but you just want to know how they are, their intention, their personality, what they love doing, you know. So getting to know them, getting to know someone is the best thing you could do. Don't rush anything. But let me get back to my story. I'm in that stage, you know. I have no feelings. I find her interesting. I know I said that a lot, but let me just tell you that what's happening, because how I know people are gonna be like, oh, you probably did like her and stuff like that. Like, shut the hell up. So as time goes on and everything, well, I'm thinking about making my move or not, shooting my shot, you know. That's how it is. Waiting if I should do it or not. And then there's this one day where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just man up more and tell her. I knew I was gonna tell her, but I just didn't know what day to do it. But then I don't know why something in me just said, you know what? Man up and ask this chick already. So I had to man up and tell this chick, hey yo, I'm digging you and everything, because I knew if I don't do it now, it's probably never gonna happen. And holding in that feeling that you like want to get close to someone it's a feeling that you just want to get off your chest. I'm on my way to second period, and whenever I go to second period, I either see her or she sees me. It depends who sees each other first. As class goes by, asking her was just like, it was on my mind, but it wasn't really that heavy to the point where like, oh yo, I can't see this chick. Like whenever I see her, I just start sweating or something. Never in my life I ever got that sweaty over a chick, to be honest. But I swear, if that ever happens to me, God, I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. So something pretty good happened. Towards the end of class, I was able to make my move. What I did is I was like debating. I was like, hey, should I just do it today or tomorrow? But how I said, you gotta do it now or it's probably never gonna happen. After class ended, I came up to her, I manned up, and I told her, hey, so I know this is like pretty early and everything, but I'm pretty interested into you and everything. I find you pretty cool, your vibe and everything. I want to know if like you want to get close. It's fine if you don't. I said something along those lines, and it was pretty nice. She liked it. She kind of laughed, but then she smiled at it. Then her response was, boy, hell no, you ugly ass. I'm just playing. That never happened, but if that ever happened, then I wouldn't even know what to do with myself, to be honest. And after I asked her, she said, oh, that's pretty sweet of you to say that to me and everything, but unfortunately, I can't because blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk about why she said no. She denied me, but it wasn't like a very, very harsh. She like found it sweet how I said, but there's a reason why. And then I was like, oh, that's okay and everything. But then she said that I feel you at the end. So I was like, wait a minute. Do you feel me about what I was saying? Or like, do you like feel me? Like, are you like digging me or something? That's something that had me confused, but I didn't trip about it. I just got over it. So to my other friend, and when he told me about it, he's like, you asked her in person? I was like, yeah, I did, because that's what I gotta do. So if you ever shoot your shot in person, understand I gotta give you heavy props for that. That's just, it's hard to, because when I was saying it, I was stuttering and everything. I mean, I do have a stutter. Oh my god, there we go. For a fact, many people are gonna be like, oh bro, you're just a simp and everything. And then I know there's gonna be that one person who'll be like, you're for reals crying, you know. They're gonna send me in my DM like that one crying meme when it shows like the cry, like your real face is crying but you just have a happy face over. Since that day, I just became a man. I grown my nuts, but I'm still having voice cracks, unfortunately. She's a very pretty girl though, so I almost had my shot with her.